Oh my God. You guys don't know how many times I had to rewind just to get this mother freaking title screen. Anyway, hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I just posted a video. I know I was supposed to finish over the weekend, but I'm not Superwoman. I'm not your Superwoman. I'm not your Superwoman. Okay, I do the best I can. So here I am with episode number 13. Let's get right on into it because we still have 14 and 15 to do before Tuesday. I'm gonna get it done, I promise you. By the way, really quickly, please don't think this is a strictly Teen Mom recap and review channel. That's not how we roll over here. It's just that I know I was behind in Teen Mom and I know I was going to do the show. And so I wanted to just get up all those videos and get current before I jump into a different television show. We're at episode number 13. The name of this episode is Pumping the Brakes. Let's get right into it. Let me just get this damn wording off the screen. So the first scene is Cheyenne and Zach, and I know she's relieved that he doesn't have to go to jail right away. She's so over the moon about this wedding happening. I believe he said it's this weekend, and it's already come down to the time is now. Okay, so Cheyenne says she wants to plan a little something. I'm not gonna sing Maxwell, even though I want to. I don't want to do too many songs on this video, but I'm just saying Zach is trying to find out what the hell she's talking about as far as, you know, what's going on. She said, you don't worry about it. You don't worry your little head. Just know you better have that, you know, just have that weekend or whatever free so that we can do our thing. So the next scene is Jade, and she's talking to Sean because she said she went into the little school portal and she found out that the teachers have written down that Chloe isn't eating much at lunchtime, which maybe she doesn't like the mother freaking food. You know how school food is disgusting sometimes, okay? I'm just saying, if they're still serving that fish with cheese stuff they fed us back in the day, then I can understand why she's not eating, okay? So she's talking to Sean about it and he's like, you know, let's just have a talk with her and see what happens. So we're here with Caitlin's scene and we're here with Tyler, and the scene starts with Tyler unable to get sleep. He's saying to us in the confessional, you know, if your body is telling you that you aren't, you know, you're not sleeping, it's for a reason, and he wants to figure out what it is. So now in the next scene after that, he's talking to Caitlin and he's like, you know what, I'm feeling like, you know, once your kids get to a certain age, that trauma, that past personal trauma that you had is going to become a factor in your life even more. Right now, he says, probably his past sexual trauma. I had no idea, guys, and I'm telling you something right now. I know that you guys, I hope it doesn't bother you that I talk about the fact that I have been on watching this show for 1 billion years. Okay, I know it's not been 1 billion years, but I've been watching this show from the beginning, and I've watched literally every single episode, and I did not know that Tyler was sexually abused, and I'm sad to hear it. So he says that he's going to work on himself and try to work out what the issue is so that basically he can, you know, resolve or at least move through whatever it is that's plaguing him at night. I just want to give props to Tyler. It's very difficult to talk about something like this, especially as a man. Y'all know how it is when men are sufferers of a sexual abuse. They find a very hard time to speak about it because they're ridiculed and they're made fun of and they're bullied about it. And when I tell you that he has the courage, although I mean, I've never heard of it before, maybe he wasn't ready to talk about it. Maybe he had never planned on talking about it. He contacts the psychotherapist that he's already apparently been working with because he says, you know, I want to work on something else. And then he goes into, I want to work on my past sexual abuse. And so he's in this counseling session that, again, he doesn't need to be made known to us, but he lets us know, you know, the situation going on. So the next scene is Briana. We're here with Briana and her friend Shay. And Shay says, so what's up with you and Bobby? Okay. And she says that she is feeling like she needs time for herself. Briana says that she doesn't want Bobby to have to deal with what she's going through internally. Girl, I hope this is what you really want, because you tell me you need space. I'm giving you all the space in the world.
So how are you going to go about this? I'm just going to tell him, like, I think we need to take some time just for my mental health.
Said it's a lot dealing with a long distance relationship, having to travel, having to find someone to keep the girls. Briana says that she wants space. She wants him to give her some room. But then she also says here with Shay that she still wants him to check in on her. You know, FaceTime her every once in a while, text her or whatever. Girl, that's not space. If I say I need space, I don't want to talk to you for a whole week. She's kind of trying to have her cake and eat it too. She wants space, but she wants text messages.
And hopefully Bobby can understand that and not take it personal.
You'd think by now I'd be used to seeing Amber crying, but I never like to see someone hurting, even if they cause the hurt themselves. We're here with Amber, and she just came from her visit with James. You saw the black screen I just showed you, and I didn't show you the second black screen, which said her next visit is going to be in 4 weeks. So here, Amber is explaining to the producer who's driving her that, you know, I'm not gonna call him Sweet Baby James no more. I'm sorry, he's not a baby anymore. He's 3 years old, right? So James is really starting to understand that mommy, you know, mommy's really not gonna be here like every day. Amber was saying how James was saying to her, like, am I gonna see you tomorrow or whatever? And Amber's like, no, baby. And, you know, she said that he started looking a little sad. He's starting to understand, you know, kids are very, very smart. They're smarter than adults think they are. They can assess things even if they can't vocalize it. And, you know, basically Amber says it's so sweet, but it's so heartbreaking at the same time. We're here with Cheyenne Scene, and she's here at the beauty salon, and I guess she's doing a trial like makeup and hairstyle thing with the veil so that, you know, to make sure that it looks good on the wedding day.
I can't breathe. Like my whole body's having these flashes.
So while Cheyenne is at the hair salon getting her hair done, Zach calls, coughing all into the phone, and he's like, oh, I'm not feeling well, you know, can I get a rain check on the plans for tonight or whatever? And Cheyenne's like, you know, the most important thing is that you're well for the wedding. Of course, I don't know you was going to say that. It's all about the wedding.
You know, I saw that you're not eating all your food at school. What's the deal with that?
See, I told you guys. So we're back with Jade, and they're talking to Chloe, and they're like, girl, why aren't you eating in school? And just like I said, Chloe said, I don't like fish sticks, okay? I didn't want to eat the fish sticks. So Sean makes a deal with Chloe that he'll buy her something. At first he said candy. Then Jade's like, no. And you should have just said a special something. That way you can get away with some toys or something. You know what I'm saying? So she agrees to that. And that's what they're going to do to get her to try to eat. But if it's fish sticks, I'm sorry, you can't bribe me with fish sticks. I'm not eating that. Okay? I don't blame you, Chloe. Anyway, we're back with Caitlin, but Tyler. And he's still in therapy with his psychotherapist. And I'm really sorry. I hope you saw the name because I wasn't looking. Okay. So he's still talking to the therapist here and he's crying. And I really not only hate to see people cry, I really hate to see a man cry. Okay. It just does something to me. Back with Amber, and she's with her second family, basically. I'm really glad she has some type of support system, okay? Because obviously her mom, her dad, whoever, they're all distant. They don't live near her. I hardly ever see her brother. And so, yeah, I'm glad she at least has a second family. So, you know, Leah was upset that Amber didn't call her during the visit. I, in a way, can sympathize. It's because, you know, that was her first visit, the very first visit. And I think that her focus was just trying to feel out James, and, you know, the baby hadn't seen her in such a long time. I think that's where her focus was. Her focus wasn't necessarily calling them, although, you know, in the future, hopefully, whenever she visits James, she'll remember, hey, you know, I have to call them so they can see him because they love him too. They miss him too. So Amber professes up and down that she was not going to get back with Andrew, and apparently she's done this in the past. But anyway, she said that she tried to coax Andrew into coming inside and she didn't know what was going on, but he was like, you know what, I gotta go. And I'm just like, girl, that is a blessing. Please stop cursing yourself, because that's basically what you're doing.
I haven't spoken to him in like 3 weeks. What? It's been weird.
The next scene is Briana. Surprise, surprise. She told Bobby she wanted space, and they haven't spoken for 3 weeks. Briana, what the hell did you expect? I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it's funny because I don't know why. I don't want to call y'all dumb. I don't feel like y'all are dumb. I don't want to call y'all dumb. Maybe it's not stupidity. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I need to think of another word. Okay, a better word. Because honestly, I don't think she's dumb. But like, you're confused a little bit. So you mad because he didn't contact you, but you told him you wanted space. He was just giving you what you asked for.
I feel like if I didn't reach out to him, you would have never known he was here. I would have never known he was here.
Jade talking about, I would have thought that Bobby would have handled everything better. What is Bobby doing wrong? Bobby is doing what Briana asked him to do. Bobby isn't doing anything wrong. If you tell me you need space, you're not going to hear from me ever unless you reach out to me. Okay? Now, Briana did, prior to this segment here, a little bit before this, she did say that she reached out to him, to check on him or whatever. But, I don't know what to tell you, girl. Maybe he really took it to heart what you said. He's just listening to you, girl. Briana, you're really confusing me. In the prior part of this video, this show here, just now, you said you would have liked for him, to contact you sometime within the 3 weeks. And now you're saying, I can understand why he gave me space when I asked for it. Madam, so what is the mother freaking problem? What is the problem? You're talking out of two sides of your mouth, as my aunt would say. There she goes. But at the same time, it's kind of like a quick text, a quick phone call. Girl, you cannot have your cake and eat it too.
Like you needed some space and some time to balance.
So when I tell you that I'm sad and I'm not okay, it wasn't like you tried to investigate it or tried to figure out a plan with me.
Briana, girl, I'm the last one to judge a woman in a relationship, child. But let me just tell you this. You gonna keep acting like this and being confusing to men and not telling them exactly what you want. I may be a lot of things, but the men that I date, they know what the hell I want because I tell them. And you literally are confused. Now, we're here with Bobby. And Bobby, you're looking a little scrumdiddlyicious today. I don't understand it because all the other shows, it's funny, there's probably this last scene you're in ever is the scene when you're looking the best, okay? So Bobby comes and they're having this little, little chit chat. How you doing? What you was doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then Briana's like, I told you I needed space, but, you didn't try to work with me through it or anything to find out what was going on. And Bobby's like, I read your text messages good 4 times. Briana, you texted him that? You couldn't call the man and talk to him on the phone? Girl, that's trifling. Anyway, so Bobby was like, I read it. I completely understood it. And my response to you was, I love you. I'm here. And that wasn't good enough for Briana. They end up breaking up because Briana doesn't want to deal with him because he's understanding. Girl, what are you talking about? What are you doing here? Probably lost a really good man right now, but you know what? We all have to make our mistakes and learn, and hopefully you'll realize that once you watch this episode. Bobby, go on with your bad self. Find you a woman that's going to appreciate you and say what she means and means what she says. Zach doesn't look sick, but anyway. So we're back with Cheyenne, and I guess this is a different day when he's feeling better, and she prepares a dinner for him, and they have a little date night in the house, which is cool. So we're here with Jade, and Chloe has been eating her food the entire week, so they're off to go get her a little toy or something. Like they promised. You can try to fool the public who has never watched this show, Jade, but you cannot fool me. I know you and Sean very freaking well, okay? And one of these days, guys, after I'm done, and I will be up to date on this video soon, okay? I will be up to date on all these videos I'm behind, and I'm going to do a deep dive on each individual person. They will have an individual video for each one. We're here with Jade. Jade says that she thinks her and Sean are at the best place ever, but I'm telling you right now, because I know their history, and you guys should know their history too, unless you're brand new to Teen Mom. They have a tumultuous history. They have a toxic history. That doesn't just change with the weather, okay? That doesn't just change overnight. Oh, I'm not hoping the worst for them. I'm just being realistic here. So we're here with Caitlin and Tyler. Caitlin asks Tyler, how did the session go? And Tyler was like, it was a lot more intense than I expected. Tyler says that he thinks he's going to fly out for almost a week to do the ketamine, which I don't know what ketamine is for. I guess it's a psycho whatever drug. I don't know. I don't feel like looking it up, but that's what he says he's going to do. We're back with the confused Briana. She says, if I tell you I'm depressed, even though I told you I needed space, if I tell you I'm depressed, I need you to be there for me. And he wasn't there. So in the last scene, we have Amber sitting here with Gary in the backyard. And she's saying how she's glad she got to see James, but she doesn't understand how the hell any of this happened. I want you to think really hard on why you have to now visit your child all the way in California once a month. It was because of you. And then at the end of the scene, she has the nerve to say she'll never forgive the situation. Again, you caused the situation, so it's you that you have to forgive. Nobody else put you into this situation. There's literally there's video footage of you assaulting Andrew. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I remember that she assaulted Andrew while he was holding the baby. So this is why you're at the place where you are, Amber. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. Review number 14 is coming up. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.